Welcome back, folks, to another See Something Awesome. I'm zettovyker, and today we continue our adventures on Katawa Shoujo. Act 2! Enslaved by the heavy stone of the building, the noise from the crowd has faded to a murmur. Strange, I thought that most people would be beginning to leave by now. And they're probably here to view the fireworks. Fireworks? Yes, apparently the school puts on a quiet show. A lot of people come from town just to watch them. Whoops. Lily's decision to leave the school grounds before makes sense, though. Hanako would probably have a hard time with the whole town descending onto the school, or ascending, as the case may be. For the second time arriving in Yamaku, I found myself walking down this road with Lily. Only now that I can barely hear the incessant noise of the festival, now do I realize how loud it was. I can hear my ears ringing slightly in the still evening air, as if recovered from the days of sleep on them. Hanako clings to Lily, but manages to guide her along the road. That, and avoiding the occasional gaze from the curious pedestrians, appears to completely sap her constitution. She rarely raises her focus from the ground in front of her, nor does she utter a word. Lily, on the other hand, maintains her prim and proper persona, just as she does in school. It's obvious she purposely puts effort into her appearance, rather than hiding it as Hanako does. It's striking how different they are in their way of holding themselves outside of Yamaku's grounds. That said, it's obvious in both their cases that they do visibly change. It's on Yamaku. Everyone is special, which negates the specialness of it. But once we venture outside the school gates, we return to the statues of the outsider and generic labels. Especially when we are still in school uniform, it's like hanging a sign around your neck, challenging people to figure out what's wrong with you. I'm surprised that so many of the students keep it on. Then again, with canes and wheelchairs common among the students, I guess it's not really much of a giveaway. Or maybe I'm the one that sees it as a stigma. Maybe you get used to it after a time, like any other school uniform. The tea house seems fairly standard from the outside, just an ordinary building with a typical sign decorating the entrance. It looks like they're the type of place you'd walk without a thought, just another generic cafe in a sea of thousands. If Hanako hadn't steered Lily into an entrance, I would have continued on down the road without ever knowing that it existed. Ding ding ding! Inside the tea house, it takes on a more traditional feel. Everything seems to have been made from the same lump of timber, from the counter and the benches to the high-back booths around the walls. But the most striking feature of the room is the lack of life. I think I can faintly hear something bubbling away in the background, but otherwise, the room is silent. Without any direction, we simply sit near the entrance, politely obeying the "Please wait to be seated" sign. Is this place closed or something? A sound of a chair falling over echoes throughout the empty room, and a head shoots up from inside a booth. You go! I wasn't asleep, and welcome to the Shanghai! Yuko, dressed in a pastel apron and clutching a menu, rushes to greet us. Her misaligned glasses and ruffled hair cast suspicion onto her previous statement. But whether she was asleep or not isn't the first question that leaps into my mind. You work here now? What happens to the library? What? Lily? Hisao? Welcome to the Shanghai! Curtsy. Yuko, waking up, jerks to a violent bow, dislodging her glasses in the process. My glasses! I pick them up, the spectacles onto the floor. Lily offers an explanation. My neck hurts. Yuko works here part-time as well as a librarian, as one of the reasons why we'd like to come here. Yuko takes the glasses from my hands, shakingly putting them back on. Yes, that's right. Thanks. Shall I show you to your table? There is no one else here, so you can choose your table and order whatever you like. But there may be a delay, as in I will have to make it myself. It's alright, Yuko. Just a pot of black tea and a plate of sandwiches will be fine. Right, I'll get right onto that. Yuko hurries off to the back of the cafe, leaving us still standing here at the entrance. She pushes the swinging half doors open before realizing that she hasn't seated us. I'm sorry. Please sit wherever you like. I'll be right back. Following her advice, I lead Lily to the nearest booth, as Hanako follows. As I begin to sit next to Lily, I realize how appropriate this place is for Hanako. The high-backed booths totally separate you from the rest of the room, and it doesn't look like it gets all that many customers. All the furnishings and all the cushions of the benches to condiment holders look dated, but aren't overly worn. I wonder if Lily deliberately selects places like this to take Hanako. It seems like the type would go into lengths to cater to Hanako's unique predicament. So, Hisao, I didn't know you played chess. Well, not very, but I do know how to play. I suppose the obvious question would be, who won? Lily's innocent smile makes me hesitate. I don't really want to look like I'm lording over my victory over Hanako. Hisao did. Yes, but, not by much. Damn, saying that all makes me feel like I've done something terrible. Well done, Hisao. You've accomplished something I've only ever failed at. Thanks. I haven't played in ages, so it felt good to play again. Yes, it did. Hanako fidgets with her hair a little. Looks away as she replied, but a small smile emerges. It's a little more extreme of a reaction than I expected, but it's kind of cute in that way, in that Hanako way. It throws me off a little off guard, but Yuko cataclysmic re-entry shocks me back into the conversation. Are you right there, Yuko? Do you need a hand? I'm fine. I do this properly. If I have to do this properly, it's my job. Concentration plays across her face as she stares at the tray in hand, as if simply looking at its contents will hold him in place. Sadly, this doesn't prove that effective. The cups and saucers slowly dance around, occasionally clattering as they collide with one another. Taking great care, Yuko sets the tray down on the table, with only the subtlest of crashes. There, see? Well done. Thank you, Yuko. Yuko's head rocks downwards to a distinct bow before answering. You're very welcome. Would you like to join us? There's nothing else that I'd like to discuss in the recent order, if I may. Oh, that's right. Lily and Yuko were discussing a pile of books that I first met Hanako. Something about Lily helping with the braille. Oh, yes, we didn't get the chance to go through them, did we? Yuko hastily sits down next to Hanako. Apparently, her decision to do this job only goes as far as her concentration. Once it is broken, she suddenly loses it. I'll be in the library tomorrow. If you'd like to try again. That sounds perfect. I'll meet you there after classes. Lily? Oh dear, that's right. Tomorrow's Monday. How could I have forgotten? I'm starting to feel a little bit left out of the loop here. Then again, that's to be expected. I've been here barely for a week, and it's impossible to know everyone's schedule. Well, perhaps we can come to another arrangement. Yuko, will you be at the library later in the week? Maybe. But this is already overdue. And there are some things I need. This might be a problem. Lily ponders for a second before discovering the answer. I wonder, might we be able to enlist the help of another, if need be? To do what? You lost me quite some time ago. Being volunteer for something without even having the slightest idea what is going on isn't really my thing. And here, I thought I'd finally escape the clutches of student council and the repeated attempts to recruit me. Oh, of course. The other day I was helping Yuko sort out some new braille books in the library. But Hanako and I usually go shopping on Monday afternoons. It's quieter on that day than on weekends. Last week we couldn't go because I was busy with the festival. I managed to slip away later in the week, but Hanako couldn't make it. Since I can't read braille, I'm assuming you'd like me to go shopping with Hanako? Correct. You were a great help to me the other day. I think I can handle that. Hanako, what do you think? If you wouldn't mind. Of course not. I'm still not familiar with all the stores in the area, so it sounds like a good idea. Oh, okay. Now that we have that arranged, shall we have some tea? It's not that I realize that tea's been sitting idle all this time, getting no hotter. It's my fault. Let me pour that for you. Yuko reaches out with shaking hands, but I intercept her. She looks in no state of be handling hot liquids. It's alright, I got it. Since you already made the tea and sandwiches, you fulfilled your waitress duties, right? I guess. Yuko relaxes a little, but still watches eagerly as I share out the assortment. Whoa! As I'm about to bite into the sandwich, a low and loud rumble can be heard, along with flashes of light from outside. Ah, I take it the show has started. Only now, looking outside, I realize the dusk has come and gone, leaving us in the peak of twilight. Sparkling traces arc upwards, ready to explode in the floral shape of fireworks. Let's go watch! Oh, sorry, Lily. Please, don't miss the show on my account. From what I've heard, it isn't a bad location to watch from them. With the exception of Lily, we watched through the window from Swan's Hills to watch the show. A strip of light covered lights play across Hanako and Yuko's smiling faces, and for a second, I forgot to look out the window. It is a totally new world. There are new things that don't change. I think that's why the school made such a fuss over this festival. It's a chance to show the similarities between everyone. The show is all over too quickly. Fireworks are expensive, even for the most well-funded schools. Before we return to our tea and sandwiches, Hanako turns to me. Thanks for today. And tomorrow. That's okay. I don't think I could have faced those crowds either. On days like this, it's more relaxing to spend some time away from everyone. Don't you think? Yeah. Anyway, we've been delaying this tea for far too long. Let's get back. Sure. Aww. We returned to the booth and our light meal. That sounded impressive. Bigger than last year's, at least. Haha, I see what you did there. Yeah, it was great. I never seen them put on. I've never seen them put on such a show. It gets better every year. I'm afraid, however, that during that time the tea has gone cold. Oh no! Let me make some more. This is my fault. Calm down, Yuko. It's nobody's fault. I'll take a sip of my tea, just to prove the point. This tea isn't too bad, cool anyway. It's like an iced tea. Really? Yes, really. If you add a bit of sugar, it's kind of nice. Are you sure? I'm positive. Now, why don't you sit down and we'll finish this together. Oh, okay. Oh, Yuko. Yuko doesn't seem convinced, but sits down regardless. She carefully measures out 5 teaspoons of sugar and adds them to her tea. I said a bit of sugar. I know, but I like my tea sweet anyway. Curiously, I peer into her cup. I expected any of the sugar dissolved in the cold liquid. She stirs it twice before turning the cup and drinking the contents, sugar and all, in a single mouthful. You're right, it's not bad after all. Good. I look back to Lily and Hanako, both of whom have finished their meal, as I witnessed Yuko's personality in action. Not wanting to hold anyone up, I use their tactic and finish remaining my tea in a single swill. Well then, it seems we're all finished. Should we head back now, or do we want seconds? Yuko's expression shows that she's quite clearly not a good idea. I think it would be best if we get back soon. We have to get back before curfew after all. Oh, that is a good point. I'll see you tomorrow, Yuko. I'm looking forward to it, Lily. Goodbye, everyone. We make our way out of the small tea house and into the dark of the night. Lily and Hanako once again take point. Under the cover of darkness, Hanako seems slightly less stressed than she did on the trip here. We move against the occasional group of people emptying the school grounds, but Hanako seems to lead us along a few minor roads, avoiding the bulk of the crowd. Outside the dorms, the school seems strangely quiet in compared to the noise of the day. Well then, thank you both for today. I think I learned a bit. A lot. You're most welcome, but I'm afraid I must really be going. Today's been a long day. That's right, Lily spent all of today on her feet. I can imagine that walking outside the school would be pretty tiring for her. I feel a pang of guilt as I remember that I'm probably the only one in the school that got up around 10 this morning. Sure thing. Well, I'll see you both tomorrow. Good night. Good night, Hisao. Night. The girls turned to the dorm, and I to mine. Actually, now that I consider it, today tired me out as well.